Hey y'all, I ain't been on in so long. Quick vid. I wish I knew the name of these plants. I got them, believe it or not, from the flea market. And what is the name of those birds? Hummingbirds. They like these. And I was trying to catch it when a hummingbird was on one of them. This one is kind of sparse looking. And then there's one right here. Yep. Anyway, wanted you to see them. Hey y'all, it's me. Um, I think those plants I just showed, I think they're in the succulent family. But when I got them, that's the bad part about buying plants from the flea market. There is a guy I buy them from, and I'm telling you, nothing he's ever sold me has died. I mean, he doesn't know the name of the plants. He's a Hispanic guy, and his English is not real good, but I'm telling you, he knows his stuff when it comes to keeping plants healthy, because everything I ever bought from him has lived. And those plants look like they are from the succulent family. Um, I'm hoping. So I don't even know if they're from the succulent family. That would mean that they're perennials. But I'm just hoping that I can find a way. Because once something has been outside, I'm not taking it in my house. Because it could be spiders and bugs and blah, blah, blah. And I'm not doing that. But I hope there's a way that I can preserve them over the winter time, like cover them up and keep them watered. And that's another thing, like, oh man, those plants are so amazing because, like, you don't have to water them that much. And sometimes when I look out early in the morning, look on my porch, they are just bloomed. Everything is bloomed, opened up. Like the picture you saw, maybe they were about 60 to 70, about 60% open. But early in the morning, I mean, literally every single bloom is open. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. And twice I've caught a hummingbird coming up and going from little bloom to bloom. And it was so weird because when my father passed like 20 years ago, I remember sitting on my porch that early the next morning, couldn't sleep all night. And I just remember sitting there, and it happened so fast. It was like a hummingbird came and was like this close to my face. Seriously, like that close to my face. And when I looked at it, and you know how they move so fast. If you've ever seen one, they move so fast. It's like they stand still in the air, but their little wings are just fluttering. And it just, that thing stood there for, I know, like 2 seconds, 2 to 3 seconds. And then it turned and it flew away. And I was just sitting there like in shock, because that was like the first time I had ever seen one in my neighborhood. And all these years later, when I hung those plants out there, I come to my storm door one day and I'm looking out, and there's a hummingbird around one of the plants, hanging plants, and he's just going from bloom to bloom. And I tried to run and get my phone in time, but then he was gone. And so I came up another day and I looked out there and I got my phone in time to capture it, but it wasn't real good. And but I captured a little bit of it. But I was hoping I'll be able to capture something today to put on there. I hope everybody's doing well. I haven't been on here in a long, long time. I've been watching a lot of, like ministry videos, and um, just trying to stay prayed up. A lot of changes have happened in my life, like I'm sure it has in y'all's. I want to share something now. It's a lot of people like on YouTube, and they have these dreams. They like to share their dreams. And I mean, I was not really a dreaming person until like it's something about in the last maybe year, I started having them. And I do believe the Lord speaks to some people through their dreams. And sometimes stuff is not literally what you dream. It can be, I don't even know how to really interpret dreams like that, but this was different than a dream. This happened maybe April or May of this year. I was coming out of a deep sleep, and June 24th, June 24th, it just kept echoing over and over and over. And I'm like, June 24th. I came out of my sleep. I was like, June 24th? What is that? Like June 24th. Here it was like maybe April. It was either in April, the beginning of April, end of April, or beginning of May. This was happening. So I'm like, what is the big deal about June 24th? Now, June 24th, what is that? So the next night, same thing. I went to bed, woke up next morning, June 24th. June 24th. I think it happened to me 2 or 3 times before I was talking to one of my aunts, and I mentioned it to her, and she was like, "Well, what does it mean?" I said, "I don't know. I don't know. It's not a significant day for me. I don't know." So she said, "I'm gonna write that down. I need to write that down, and we see what happens." I said, "Well, Lord's will, we will see." And y'all, I'm not even gonna say the first major thing that happened to me that day, because I actually thought that that's what that was about. But I don't want to go into that because it's super private, but something really big happened to me that day. And it didn't even dawn on me that was the day. That was June 24th. It dawned on me, I kid you not, a couple days later, because I kind of put that date to the side, like June 24th. Okay, I don't know what that is. And all that time went by, and it's not like I forgot it, but the Lord didn't bring it back to my mind until about 2 or 3 days after June 24th. And I thought that it was a big, major, life-changing event that happened to me. It was really big. It was a it was something that I never thought would happen, but it was something that I myself put in motion. And I can't explain why. I just had to. It was like I was driven to do it, to do it, to do it. I can't even describe it. Something just came across my screen. I gotta get it off. But anyway, I just don't feel comfortable putting that out there because it's super personal, but it's something I never thought would happen, but it did. It was something I never. I mean, but I didn't remember June 24th till days later, and it was like, whoa. And when I called my mother, I told her about it. I told my aunt about it, and they were like, wow. But then I said it wasn't about me. It was bigger than that. It was bigger. June 24th was bigger than that. Because I was sitting there. I heard, I think it was an announcement on TV, what had happened that day. And there was so much going on. But what happened that day was that Roe versus Wade was overturned. That I just couldn't believe it. I was like, whoa, that was huge. Like the whole world stopped what they were doing and paid attention to it. And you had some people who were so angry and, you know, so angry. It's like it turned the world upside down, the United States anyway. And then you had some people who were so happy. And I said, how can I I'm not gonna get deep into that, but that was, I believe, the significance of that day. There was two things major that would happen that day. One to me personally, and one in the world. So I just think, when God wants to talk to us, he can talk to us. And I'm not saying or trying to sit here and claim like, I hear all this stuff from God. I'm like surprised and shocked when I do. But I did. That happened. But anyway, I hope it's not too dark in here. The sun looks like it's kind of going down. It looks like it's a storm about to come, to tell you the truth. We've been getting a lot of thunderstorms. And I don't know if y'all can see my hair. Woohoo. I put some crochet because was wearing a lot of crochet. That's how I grew my hair back out when I cut it all off. Uh-oh. My battery's getting ready to die, so I gotta hurry up and wrap this up. Am I still recording? Yes. Oh no. I hope it didn't die. But I was wearing a lot of crochet, and then I stopped, and I just been wearing my hair back a lot. But I decided to crochet my hair last week. And when I was taking it out, I guess I wasn't paying attention. I messed around and cut my bang, and my bangs were like way down here past my chin. And I cut it by that short. I thought I was cutting some crochet out. So I'm sitting here with like a little braid going around right here because it sticks up. If I try to like gel it back, it'll still stick up. But anyway, I just thought it looks real dark now, so I'm going to let y'all go. But I pray that everybody's fine, everybody's doing well, and that you just still, seeking the Lord, because I'm telling you, I'm still seeing. I think we're seeing the end times as we're seeing a whole lot of stuff happen. There's a lot of people in denial about what's really going on. And, like I told my mother, it's easy. It's getting easier and easier to see who really is who they say they are by people's actions. Anyway, y'all be blessed. Talk to y'all later. Bye-bye.